Capricorn. So this is for the sun in Capricorn or for the rising sign. And I am bringing you 5 key points, 5 key dates, 5 key life areas that you need to know about to prepare yourself for the astrological energies of August 2023. Let's start. Well, Capricorn. So this month we have 7 of the cosmic bodies retrograde by the end of the month, but do not worry about it. And one of them is Mercury. And please do not worry about it. You may be quite grateful for some respite and slow down, because I think it's been quite full on for you, Capricorn. So let's have a look at point 1, because this is about on August the 1st, we have the first of 2 full moons, and this is the one at the beginning of the month in Aquarius. That's your 2nd house of finance, self-worth, material possessions. And we also have a full moon at the end of the month on the 31st, and that's in Pisces. So as you can see, this is an action-packed month. That 2nd full moon is a blue moon. So interesting. And also this Aquarius full moon is another super moon. And I don't know if you saw last month's, but it was stunning, absolutely stunning. And this one, I think, is also not going to disappoint. It's going to be close to the earth, and we're going to really have a lovely show. So, full moon in Aquarius, 2nd house. This is your material possessions, your attitude to your material possessions, your self-worth, and also how you earn your money, what you would choose to do to earn your money. Now, Capricorn, you're a very stoic sign. You're quite particular. You're grounded because you're earth, but you have this wonderful dynamic cardinal energy, which really helps you to achieve what you want to achieve in life. Let's look at this full moon, because there's actually a fixed T-square involving this full moon. And it involves the full moon in Aquarius in your 2nd house, the sun in Leo in your 8th house, and Jupiter, my big outer boy Jupiter, our planet of luck, opportunity, and expansion, that's in Taurus in your 5th house. So let's just have a little think about this, because it's fixed energy, so nothing's moving. Maybe you're not supposed to move. Maybe you're supposed to be a little bit still at the moment, Capricorn. I think life has been quite busy, and I just think this is just a mindful kind of reminder that if you want to feel good about yourself, which is that full moon in the 2nd, it's actually saying, why don't you, you need to actually see the bigger picture. See the bigger picture and just actually relax, have some fun. You've got Jupiter in your 5th house Taurus, and that is the house of fun and entertainment. Sounds like one of those kind of fairground attractions. 5th house, the house of fun. Anyway, there we go. It's what I do. And so this fixed energy really is, I think, asking you to stay still. And I think if you honor that, then this full moon in Aquarius will bring up a lot of rich information for you about your self-worth, about you and how you value you and how others value you. Let's move on to point 2, because this is August the 16th, and this is a new moon. Now it's in Leo which is a fixed energy, in your 8th house. And the 8th house is about transformation, can be about beginnings and endings. And it's also about joint resources, our pensions, all of that stuff that is just, you know, difficult. It's also about where we keep our secrets. We keep everything locked up in our 8th house. But this is a new moon. And so it may be that you will be re-looking at and looking at your long-term future and what you need to set in place. So that might be good use of this energy, because I'm thinking about that Uranus that's retrograde. Well, it's going to be retrograde a bit later in the month. I'm leaping ahead. Uranus, my big outer boy Uranus, gave the game away, didn't I? In Taurus, in your 5th house of fun and excitement, is actually squaring the sun, the new moon in Leo. So you don't want any unexpected surprises. I think it's really important that you are mindful of that energy. Mars in Virgo, Mars, our planet of energy, action, assertion, sexuality, is in Virgo. And this is the part of your chart to do with travel. It's trining, which is helpful. Uranus in Taurus, in that house of fun. Wasn't there a song, Welcome to the House of Fun? I think there was. I won't sing it because I'll get copyrighted or copywritten. Anyway, maybe you actually go off somewhere. It might be quite good use of this energy to kind of leave everything behind and just have a little break, have a little holiday, have some rest, some relaxation and respite. Let's move on to point 3, which is August the 23rd. Now the sun, our soul, our life giver, without it, none of us would be here. The sun moves into Virgo in your 9th house. So I've been talking about the 9th house and travel. I just wonder whether travel is most definitely on the cards for you. Maybe even this month, if not next month. And this is the day, the 23rd, when Mercury, that rules Virgo, along with Gemini, turns retrograde. But it's in this 9th house again. It's retrograde from the 23rd till September the 15th. But, you know, I think it's quite interesting that it's here, because thinking in terms of perhaps you having a trip or a journey, are you revisiting somewhere? Are you just reminiscing? Are you going back to somewhere that that you used to go long ago? There's a lovely sense of revaluing, re-establishing. So I always think with retrogrades, we have to put that RE in front of all the words that will take an RE so that we can go. Reflect, review, resume, resume. There you go. So that energy is around. And also on the 23rd, retrograde Venus, our planet of relationship, in Leo, in your 8th house of course, joint resources, tax and investments and all those things, pensions, all those horrible things that we have to deal with, is squaring, which is a hard, challenging angle, Jupiter, my big boy of luck and opportunity, in Taurus, in your house of fun. I'm going to call it the house of fun from now on in. And basically, I think it's saying that just, you know, normally Capricorn, you're quite mindful of your spending. But I think this retrograde Venus squaring Jupiter in your house of fun could actually make you overspend a bit. So just be a little bit careful of that. Let's move on to point 4, because point 4 is on August the 27th. And this is when the sun, our life giver, our life force, everything wonderful about. Without it, we wouldn't be here. But the sun in Virgo, in the 9th house of travel, is actually in opposition to authoritarian Saturn. Now, Saturn, excuse me, right, Saturn's caught in my throat. Saturn is currently retrograde in Pisces in your 3rd house of communication. Oh dear, excuse me, I'm just going to have a sip of water. So I have it very healthy with, I've got cucumber in here, I've got lemon and I've got lime. And I've also got some rehydration salts in there. So I'm just kind of being mindful and taking care of my physicality. Anyway, moving back to your chart. So this Saturn in Pisces opposite the sun in Virgo, there's a tension. It could be that there is some discussion. Maybe you're going away with another. There's some discussion about this and some restrictions being put on you. Or maybe you're putting restrictions on yourself. Maybe you're being as mindful as you can be, and maybe it's the other person that's saying, oh, don't be so silly. You can afford it or whatever. And you're going, I'm not sure. So that could be around. Also on the 27th, Mars, our planet of energy, assertion, exertion, moves into Libra, into your 10th house. Now, your 10th house is about your career, but if you're not working, it's the part of your chart that is very much to do with your passion in life. It's whatever you would definitely get out of bed for in the morning because you love doing it. It's something that your friends would know you for. They would go, oh yes, she loves being in the choir, for example. If it was a Taurus, it would be the choir. Capricorn, I would say, what would Capricorns do? Well, they'd do something quite, probably governmental. They'd probably do something with figures. Or she loves keeping the accounts of the local group of sort of people that get together for, I don't know, badminton or table tennis, or there's this new form of tennis, which, and I've forgotten what it's called, but someone will remind me, where they use a kind of a hard bat and play tennis, but different rules. Anyway, I'll get myself out of that rabbit hole and come back to your chart. So, right, here we are. So Mars is in Libra in your 10th house. If you might be feeling by the end of the month more energized about your work and your career. And, you know, if you were looking for work, then it would be making you more active and more thinking, yeah, I can do this now. This would be good. And this looks good. This looks like a good opportunity. Also on the 29th, we need to mention about my big outer boy Uranus, our planet of the unexpected, of shocks and surprises, in your house of fun, Taurus, going retrograde. Yep, till January the 27th, 2024. And that's from August the 29th. But remember, I don't think it's a bad thing to have Uranus in this part of your chart. I think it's quite good, really. I think it's giving you lots of opportunities to kind of revisit old friends. Turn up unexpectedly, surprise them, and they go, oh no, I can't put you up, I've got nowhere to put you. Things like that. And you go, oh no, don't worry, I'll manage, I'll find a suitable place to lay my head. So this could be you being quite spontaneous. And you are a cardinal sign. So, you know, that may well be part of the experience. So let's move on finally to point 5, because this is our second full moon. It's on the 31st. It's a blue moon in Pisces. And it's in your 3rd house of communication. This full moon in Pisces is conjunct that Saturn retrograde here. So you are going to be being very selective about what you say and how you say it. Maybe there are some people in your kind of local area that don't get you, or you're just trying to put them straight on a few things and you're thinking, they have no idea where I'm coming from. And, you know, we all meet people like this at various times. And this may be some resolution to that, or even you pulling away from certain people that basically aren't on Team Capricorn. Not really. They may pay Team Capricorn lip service, but they're more worried about being on their own team. And there's nothing wrong with being on our own team. We have to, you know, cheer ourselves on and be positive in that sense. But I do feel that, you know, Capricorn, you're quite a conundrum. And this is what happens sometimes with this kind of energy. The good thing on this particular full moon is Uranus retrograde in your house of fun, Taurus, is making a trine aspect, which is helpful to, of course, retrograde Pluto, that is back in your sign, Capricorn, in your first house. But you know, you're so cool with that now. You're so over Pluto. You just deal with it. You just know how to deal with Pluto in Capricorn. Uranus trining from your house of fun, you're going to surprise people with your spontaneity and your absolute get up, go and do something completely different. That's what I think's around for you this month, Capricorn. On that note, thank you so much for joining me for your August horoscope. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. Please let me know in the comments how you like my new set. It's a work in progress. I don't have everything right yet. I'm still working on the lighting and trying to get everything absolutely perfect. But, you know, I'm human and I need a little bit of help really. And in the heat and everything, it's been difficult to find people available. So there we go. But it'll get sorted. So on that note, Capricorn, thank you so much for joining me. I've whittled on far too long. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.